Hello. Today is July 15, 2025. And I say, put your big boy pants on and join me for a little bit or don't. Uh, I know I got some things to say. So, how do I want to say it? That's what I got to figure out. Um, and I got no notes in front of me. I wish I did because there's probably much more that I want to say than I'm going to say because there's just too much going on in here all the time. And so I'm distracted by that. And then I'm liable to get distracted by maybe some military comms because they are daily over here and sometimes overwhelmingly so. But I want to talk about health, physical health. Physical health is so important. And I was lifted off of my deathbed by my discovery of the atrocious oral health condition that I was dealing with. A mouthful of toxic teeth, very expensive toxic teeth. Very, very expensive toxic teeth because the dentist got paid a lot of money to create these toxic teeth. And then the cost of the toxic teeth and suffering all kinds of health ailments and all the cost associated with those from doctors, chiropractors to massage therapists. Um, and I have recovered from near 40 or maybe over 40 chronic conditions. About a year ago, I was talking about 30, but it's really it's 40 chronic conditions or more that I have recovered from. I turned 67 this month on the 5th. So over the last 2 months, I've added a, a couple of maybe protocols is a word to use to my quest for better health. And some amazing things are happening. Um, I've had age spots crust up and go away. Incredible. Um, the first one I noticed was about here. I got out of the shower and I had this crusty thing, and I scraped. It's gone. Over here, I had one that was still black, a real dark color, very, very dark brown, blackish color, and fairly good size, quarter inch, 3/8 of an inch kind of thing. And these are pretty much flat. They're raised a little bit, but they're primarily flat, these age spots. And this other one peeled off. Then I've had this thing under my arm here. Um, I, I called it a mole. Looked like a mole. Um, Half of it disappeared. peeled off, skin healed up, and now the rest of it's going away. Um, I think when that heals up, I think when that heals up, it's skin. No more mole, no more age spot. Um, so to me, that's fascinating. I mean, when I started getting these age spots on my chest, I was like, well, when I was young, I said I wouldn't complain about getting wrinkles. I wouldn't complain about gray hair, and I wouldn't complain about losing my hair because I have been blessed with the time. So many uh, from my class are not with us anymore, class of 76. Um, but I never thought about age spots until I really much until yeah, at any rate, I started getting age spots, and I'm like, oh fuck. Well, at least they're not on my face. Some people they get them up, on their face, their forehead, their cheeks, um, and that's kind of a terrible thing. I think people don't want to be marked up like that. Well, um, I have something else that's really quite amazing happening. Um, my knees have been a problem for me since I was a teenager. Um, Before I was a teenager, really. Both of my knees were wrapped up in ace bandages to the tune of a dozen times each for torn cartilage, ligament issues. Um, and when I was in fifth grade, we had gym class. And one of the things that old Coach Phelan had us do was run a 600-yard dash. Well, my time for the 600-yard dash in fifth grade, Coach Phelan told me was faster than any time from the high school track team. It was pretty fucking fast for a fifth grader, right? 10 years old. Um, so I really didn't have good coaching. My talents were not really catered to with regards to don't destroy yourself, boy. Right? But I did. I destroyed my knees time and time and time again. And I'm gonna say I'm thinking somewhere around the age in my 30s, 40s, I'm walking with a limp. Um, Primarily because of my left knee. And as the years went on, um, when I sat down, I my left leg would be like this, not knee bent. It would be straight out because that was comfortable. Because to bend it, well, you got the swelling and you got the uncomfortableness, and so you can imagine bending it is going to be more uncomfortable. So for a couple of decades, that was my comfortable way of sitting. If I had to sit with my knee bent, it was uncomfortable, and and that's my left leg, my left knee. Now I'm right-handed, the right side of my body is bigger than the left side of my body, except for my left leg and my left knee for decades. And here, a few winters ago, I think three winters ago, I had an accident where I had an armload of wood, firewood. I'm bringing it in, and and I'm stacking it on the porch. And this dog that I was watching had dug into the ground and created a cavity like this. Well, it had snowed and um, it created a very slippery, icy kind of condition there. And as I approached the porch and I'm bent over, getting ready to release the load of wood, um, and my left foot hits in that divot, and boom, just slingshots back, and I fall forward onto the porch, um, and holy shit. Oh my God. That knee ballooned up, the intense pain. But what occurred after the swelling went down, the kneecap was in a different position, and it was in a position more where it should be. So that was three or four winters ago, one or the other. So several years. Um, my my knee and the muscles in that leg have not looked like the other knee. And over the last couple of months, it is starting to look like my right leg and my right knee. Um, the puffiness, the swelling, um, is going down to where it's almost non-existent. And for the past, well, really the past couple of years, I have been forcing myself to do a lot of physical labor, a lot of walking, carrying, digging, and and some exercises specifically for knee issues, like walking backwards with a load. So I had this rototiller, a pretty heavy piece of equipment, and put it in neutral, and I would drag that thing around walking backwards. Um, and that can be dangerous because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. So my experience from walking backwards is make sure you got a clear path. Don't be distracted and uh, and create a situation for yourself where you're going to have a fall because you're walking backwards and you can't see where the hell you're going and you trip over something. That happened to me a couple of times. So at any rate, about roughly 2 months, within the last 2 to 3 months, I've added two protocols. Um, One is dark chocolate in coffee twice a day. Dr. Lee teaches that the scientific evidence shows that it doubles stem cells. I just had a nag screen. I don't know what that is. Doubles stem cells. Stem cells are pretty important, right? Um, Another thing that I've done is I learned that pineapple juice kills parasites. Now, there's lots of things that'll kill parasites, but um, doesn't mean it's going to kill all kinds of parasites. And I think the vast majority of us are infected with parasites, and I think there's many different types. And so, at any rate, I've been doing the pineapple juice. Now, this is coming in a glass bottle. This isn't coming like I'm not opening up a can of pineapple